Hey, how you doing? Holmes here, and welcome back to some more God of War Ragnarok boss guides. And as always, spoilers warning. Alright, and for today's Give Me God of War mode boss guide is going to be for GARM, this Hellhound here, and I'm going to try to explain this as quickly as possible. During the beginning of the fight, I'll always do this yellow slam attack, and there's always like two waves. You can get dodge side to side to avoid that. Don't dodge through it because it won't work. You have to do side to side. And the bite attack I just did right there, it's a 3 hit, okay? But if you manage to parry the first hit, it will just stun them. Like, just parry and then immediately whack them, so he'll get down like this. And then here's the slam again, dodge side to side. The bite attack, this one, 3 hits. There's 3 hits, okay? There's 2 regular hits you can block, and the third hit will be a yellow ring, which you can parry. Or you can block if you're not confident. And the red ring attack right there, on phase 1, it's only 1 bite. So you can dodge to the side and then just whack them immediately after. Once you do enough damage, you'll do this chain slam. Just throw your Leviathan axe at the end of it and then run towards it. And press X and you can pull the dog down. And then you can whack him here. So just use your regular light attack. That's what I did. You can't really do too much damage because the game won't let you. And after you do that, this is stage 2. It'll always start the fight off with this projectile attack. It only hits twice with this beginning attack, okay? Usually it'll hit 4 times. But you can dodge it side to side. Make sure you don't dodge too early, otherwise you're gonna eat it. Wait until you see the projectile and then dodge side to side, okay? This chain attack and dodge into it, it hits 4 times. If you get whacked in the middle, then the chain attack will stop. But if you manage to dodge it, it'll be a 4-hit attack. Red ring bite attack, be careful on stage 2 because sometimes you'll follow it up with the yellow ring attack. So pay attention. If you see him rear up right after the red ring bite attack, get ready to either parry or block. And here is the projectile attack again. You see how it hits 4 times this time around? Yeah, that's how it usually hits. But I don't know why the beginning always hits like only twice. And now the stomp attack has 4 hits as well, so be careful. The little pounce shockwave thing. Here it's doing the chain whip again, but instead of doing 4 hits, since it's about to like go down, it's like its HP is low enough. The third hit it's an overhead, so you have to watch out. Okay, the overhead you have to dodge. You can't parry that one. So I usually like to dodge the left side for it. And same deal, you throw the Leviathan axe, pull him, and then you down him and just spam R1 attack. And then after that, it'll go into phase 3. Phase 3, it'll run up towards this like little mountain area and it'll shoot projectiles. I think it has like 6 hits. There's 4. I'm just dodging the one that's close. See, there's always one that's close and then the other one, I don't know why it shoots like far off in the distance. Sometimes you'll have a barrel, like it'll land a rock or whatever, and then you can get that and throw it back at him. If it doesn't do that, it'll do that pounce thing and it has a shockwave. But that one, like with a big ass red circle on the ground, that one you can just pure block it, okay? Just hold your block until it's done. Sometimes like the shockwave hits twice, I don't know why. It's really strange. And phase 3 here, same thing. The red attack, the red bite attack can also follow up into a yellow bite attack. Alright. Chain attack 1, 2, 3, 4. Just dodge into it. You gotta tap to time it from the when it swings from the left side, because there's a little bit of a delay for that one. And it's doing this projectile attack again. Alright, no problem. Just dodge. Wait until you see the projectile coming at you. Don't base it off of like, I don't know, the ring or whatever. Because for the projectile attacks, I see the red ring sometimes and then like, you know, you dodge too early. It's like it doesn't shoot yet. And here it did a mix up. So it did a 2 bite, like regular bites, and instead of doing a yellow ring, it did a red ring attack. So you have to really watch it. It starts mixing up the attacks here. But unfortunately, it didn't do the red ring bite attack following into a yellow ring bite attack. But that's a thing it can do, so just keep in mind that's a thing it can do, okay? Just because it's not doing it on my fight doesn't mean it won't like do it in your fight. But basically, you can block the yellow ring if you're not confident enough to parry it. Alright, double bite attack. Alright, following into the red ring again. We'll whack him after. you'll have enough time to react. Like even if you get one hit off, it rears back for the yellow ring. You can still like have enough time to block or parry it. And here's a mix-up again. We had the overhead red chain and then the double sweep and then the overhead again. It likes mixing up like that. I don't know, I guess it's just throwing it off somehow. None of its attacks I noticed were one-shots in Gimme God of War. At least 2 shots. Like the bite attack, I believe is a 2-shot. If you have full HP, assuming you have HP upgrades, which if you've been exploring, you should have it. So yeah, full HP, it'll take 2 hits to kill you. And there's also like healing items on the ground as you go through the fights, so you should be getting through it without too much problem. And that's pretty much it for part 1 of GARM. I'll show you guys part 2 in a moment. Don't worry, it's still in this video. It's just that there is a little bit of walking that you have to do, and then Kratos and Atreus will talk a little bit, and I'll just cut that part out to avoid further spoilers. And here are my weapon stats. Basically, I only use Blade of Chaos for the first fight. The second fight, we're going to be using the spear, because there's a bit of a gimmick to it. So yeah, I guess armor upgrades have, well, help. I just stuck with one. So key thing I think when it comes to Gimme God of War, it's you choose an armor and you stick with it, because I don't believe there's a reverse button. So if you spend too much resources on upgrading, you might get screwed. You won't have like enough defense for the upcoming like fights and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just stuck with one because I should have stuck with the default one, honestly, but whatever. So second phase happens. Well, this is the chase scene, so it's not exactly the second phase, but I want to show you guys how to avoid this part too. Although even if you do, right here, do a running jump, like heavy attack with your Leviathan axe just to blast those guys away. Another thing I wanted to mention, it's if you do get like damaged a little bit at this part, it's okay, because like once you go into the second official fights, you'll get all your health back for some miracle reason. Right here, it pops in, you have to throw your spear at it and then detonate it, so it'll back off, and then switch back to your Leviathan axe, because there's gonna be more of those jumping dudes. Alright, so GARM pops like the ground here, you fall down. Right here is gonna be another wave coming at you. Same thing, running heavy attack to send them all packing. See ya! Right here, you want to roll through this wood right here, and then just jump on up here, and we are safe from enemies. Alright, and GARM won't harass us any further here until the second official fight happens. So for the second official fight, like I was saying, we will be just using the spear, and the spear for me is not even upgraded, so
Hear that? Where is he?
alright, so here's the second official fight here. I'll do a roar, it won't do anything. And just, you know, use that chance to throw your spear at its ankle or whatever. And then there's another one on its neck. So when you down him like that, after the bite attack, it's still the same thing, by the way. It's the double regular attack and then yellow ring. But if you can manage to parry the first hit or the second hit, or like whichever hit you can manage to parry, you can just down him instantly. And then I'm just whacking at him regularly here. Red bite attack, dodge the side, whack him so he goes down, and then just combo him. Let's see. Alright, more bite attacks. If it's just doing bite attack, just parry him, you know, as long as it's not the red one. And there we go. It recovered like the shackle things on its leg. Just detonate one at a time so you can stun them more. Don't set the spear for both of them. And right here we got the one of those boulders on the ground that it shot at us. It's random, I noticed. It doesn't always like land on the ground for some reason. So same thing, parry him, whack him, just so it gets down, and then just throw your spear on its neck. And then when it gets back into position, just detonate it so you can do a little bit more damage. See how it didn't have any boulders now? I don't know. I guess it's a random thing, I think. I spent like an hour trying to figure it out and shit. So I think it's random. Anyways, once you do enough damage, it'll go down like that with the whole stun meter filled up, and then just whack them at this point. Just do as much damage as possible, but I don't know if it matters all that much because it's gonna get all his health back. This is the gimmick I'm talking about, because you have to like pretty much keep stunning him and whatnot. There we go, recover all its health. Now it gets this new move, this ground pound thing. It hits twice, but you can just straight up block it, and then after that you can chuck a spear at its ankle shackle thing again, and then just detonate it, do some little bit more damage, projectile attack, wait for it, wait until you see him fire, and then dodge side to side. We got a boulder here, so that's great. Send it back. If it misses, don't worry about it too much. This doesn't really do much damage. If you throw spears at its face and it detonates, it doesn't really do much. So I highly recommend you just focus on dodging. And oh, there it is. You saw that? That's what I was trying to talk about. Red ring followed by yellow ring. That can happen on the first part of the fight, by the way. It's not just here. It can also happen in the first part of the fight. Like phase 2 and above, I've seen them do it. Oh, I'm so happy it did the red ring to the yellow ring. Okay, alright. Alright, bite attack. Got the first parry. Okay, to be honest, most of the time, like the first parry, they'll land up on accident. I usually try to aim for the yellow ring one. But it's just that when it jumps in and I'm trying to guard, it just happened to land a parry, so yeah, that's it's totally on accident. Because I see him like jump in, and I'm like, okay, time to guard, and then I feel like it's safer to try to parry the yellow ring, to me, in my opinion. Because if you try to parry the initial attack and you miss, you're gonna get hit by the 2 bite attacks, because it comes out fairly quickly. So yeah, like 2 bite, like 1, 2, and then 3. That's the yellow ring. So that's what I was trying to parry, but I don't know. I guess I just get lucky with the first parry. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like after you stun him the second time, you pretty much have this fight in the bag. And yeah, here we go. Show you my equipment once again. On the little walk, we got a new shield, but I didn't use it, so that's why there's a little indicator that we have something new there. And yeah, no upgrades since the first fight. It's all the same, and you'll see in the save here. So there's a time for the first one we did on the save. Don't save over the first one, we'll save over the second one. So there's you can see the time difference here. And yeah, that's about wrap it up for this video. So I thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope to catch y'all next time. Hopes out.